We adopted Willow here a week ago, and just after 24 hours we were able to potty train this little lady, and I want to share with you what has worked for us. Right, Willow? So let's do it. The first most important thing to note is however many months old your puppy is how many hours they can hold their bladder. So for her, she's 2 months old. She can really only hold her bladder for about 2 hours. A little more because she's getting closer to 3 months. That helps give you a good gauge to set you and your puppy up for success, to know, okay, she went to the bathroom at 1, we'll have to get her out at 3. It just really helps you and your puppy be successful about being potty trained. The first actionable step is we decided to crate train Willow, because from everything I've read and I've watched, it's really important to crate train a dog, especially puppies, because think about letting your puppy run loose around your house. It's like letting a little tiny toddler run free with no limits. They can get into anything and everything, and just imagine what they would get into and what trouble they would cause. Is so important. Even if you don't plan on using it long term, it does prepare them for success later in life. If they have to go stay at the vet or if they need to be watched, they know that they're safe and comfortable in a crate. But it also is really important for potty training. It sets them up for success to know these are what my boundaries are, and setting those boundaries helps them to know what they can and can't do. But it also, no, I'm talking about and you're just biting me. It also helps them in the sense of you want their crate to be just small enough for them to be able to be comfortable laying and sleeping in there, because puppies are very unlikely to soil the place in which they sleep. So we chose to make her crate relatively compact for her, and it's literally just her bed inside of the crate, and she has not had any accidents inside the crate since we adopted her. She did have 3 accidents when we first brought her home. Within the first hour, she peed in different spots around the house, and every time she peed, we'd pick her up and we wouldn't reprimand her. We would just take her outside to her pee spot. And that leads me to the next important thing, is that every time we take her out to the bathroom, we take her to the exact same spot, pee and poop, so that she knows that that's my spot, and when I'm in this spot, I know that it's not playtime, it is time to go to the bathroom. And so what we have done is that we take her to the exact same spot. And in the first 72 hours, we take her out. When she starts to go pee, we say, go pee, good girl, good Willow. And then we would give her a treat when she was done. And then whenever she went poop, we'd just say, go poop, good girl Willow, and give her a treat. But we didn't want her to only think that she could get treats, so we only did it for the first 72 hours, and it seems to work. And we would take her to the exact same spot, which is so important. The same area of our yard every single time. We still do this, and we don't play with her. When we get out there, we just stand still in silence. And if she starts playing, we'd bring her back inside, wait 5 to 10 minutes, and then try again. And if she still didn't have to go to the bathroom, that's fine. We'll try again in another half hour, or when she shows signs of having to go to the bathroom. May that be really sniffing around, if her tail starts to raise, if she likely has to go poop. Also take it after a nap, and so timing those 2-hour windows within a nap. And so for us, we have utilized the crate, helping her potty training and also helping her be a puppy and making sure she's napping, because if she's not in the crate, she will not nap, which also helps with her biting, is that we have a sleep schedule. So she's outside of the crate for an hour, hour and a half, and then she's inside the crate for an hour to nap and just like deregulate. So every time we get her up from her nap, we take her right out to the bathroom, and she usually uses the bathroom, and then we bring her back in, and if she just eats, we'll again take her right out to the bathroom shortly after she eats. Just keeps her and us in a rhythm of her going out within every 2.5 hours. And the thing that's been really helpful is I've created a note in my phone, and I just write every time I take her to the bathroom, and if she poops, I put a poop emoji, and it helps me know, like, okay, she went at 11, she's probably gonna have to go out around 1. And then I can gauge when I can put her down for her nap. She's like a little baby, she needs her nap time. And this has been so successful for us of just getting her used to being in the crate and then taking her out every 2 hours. And just over time, we're slowly extending that amount of time between each potty break unless she signals to us she has to go to the bathroom. And we're working up to about 2.5 hours between each potty break at this point in time. And she's also sleeping through the night, which is amazing. And the way that we found works for us is she has her last drink of water around 8 o'clock, and then we put her water bowl up, then take her out for her last potty break around 10 p.m., and then put her in her crate, and she sleeps till 7:30 the next morning. Or if she does wake up, she just sits in her crate and doesn't wake us up, which is amazing. She is such a good girl. And then she knows that when she goes outside, she has to go to the bathroom. And she's gotten so used to going outside that now if she feels like she has to go to the bathroom, she might signal to us through sniffing around or raising her tail, but also going in the direction of the door and sniffing around the door. And that is also her sign. She knows that when we go outside that door, most times it's to take her to the bathroom. She has been such a good girl, and I know that we've gotten very lucky, but I think having a structured routine helps so much in just setting the puppy up for success. And I feel like we very much have set her up for success. And she, again, has only had one accident in the last week since we started training her to go outside, and I would say that is a success. She also has slept through every single night since we have brought her home. It's a relatively easy schedule to implement. You just have to set your puppy up for success. They want to do the right thing. They just need to know what the right thing is to do. And Willow is definitely realizing this is the right thing, this is not the right thing. And so she knows I go potty outside, and she's just a really good girl about it. Yeah. If you use these tips and tricks on your puppy, let me know how they work out. I would love to hear them, because for us, they have been so incredibly successful, and I'm so grateful for all of the resources that I've read and watched through TikTok and YouTube. And these are the things that I've distilled down that have worked for us, and just getting into a routine that flows and keeps her from going potty inside the house.